heat of the desert is where the Sun Devils thrive. Welcome to Tempe, Arizona, Mountain America Stadium, home to the Arizona State Sun Devils and the rich legacy formed by the likes of Frank Bush, Jake the Snake, and Pat Tillman. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Arizona State Sun Devils. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Buffaloes will put total leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Sun Devils return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with him, a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a way.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Gets it out fast. What a cut, now he's loose. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
The Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, why have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down?
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense up?
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before. Here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
So Colorado's offense will get the ball for the first time. And this figures to be just a tremendous matchup of big play receivers, Jesse.
And because of their skills, Reese, you're going to see all types of ways in how they use them, right? They're going to throw it to them, they'll throw screens, they'll get jet sweeps. Get these guys as many touches as you can.
Well, and the good thing is, if you're a defense, you're used to it. You see this guy in practice every day. Now you're seeing another guy that's elite. Which defense can rise to the challenge and get a few stops and maybe nullify the playmaker?
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bruce.
I think quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Power football with the run. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there, but they got to do a great job game tackling. This is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Got it past the marker. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Buffaloes are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on second down. Dropping back, it's Agbana. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Colorado. What a catch and run for 6.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he's able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped. Leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
Out of the the backfield. He's open. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Got his man down the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Little. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He gets a hand on it. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Bob.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Bruce. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback will keep it. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bucks! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Dropping back, it's Little. Looking left. Got his man downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Makes the catch. It's Powell. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, I have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
To the air, it's Little. Got it set up on the outside. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Yeah. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Back and forth drives, David, everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Makes his connection. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage. Get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position. They don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
Oh, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Dropping back, it's Little. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Sun Devils decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me.
Tipped at the line, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Taking it the other way. He's at the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 21 over Cal. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He's going to pass. Coming after it. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Looking downfield, it's Agbana. Buys a little extra time. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job.
Looking deep down the right side. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Colorado. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Fuller. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. He's back to throw on second down. Working that left side. And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
It's caught. Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Tempe. And it'd be easy to say these 2 offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that play.
And here comes the offense on second down. Give to the running back. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Quick completion to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
We see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Running toward the tape. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They get him down after a gain to the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Grab behind the line. It's Memphis. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and something.
And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And there he goes. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. The Buffaloes are threatening in the red zone. The give to the single back. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, it's Agbada. Tight end finds a soft spot. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Bucks! And the punishment has been extended. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
The sure hands. It's Powell. Still running at the 40. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it first and 10. He's got it on the right.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass, it's Little. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Nice move to pick up yardage. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Right back to him on the ground. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was weak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. And more drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try the run. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Agbana. Release to the back. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to the running game. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Turns it on at midfield. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to power their way ahead. The ball's free. Defense coming up with fumble recovery. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. The Buffaloes are marching down the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Back to pass. It's Agbana. Steps away. It's complete on the right side. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Buffaloes have taken it inside the 20. Here's the handoff. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play. Moves the change for the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the...
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the pummeling has started. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona State has the ball back and the offense making its way onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Colorado! And the route is on. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
To the air. It's Little. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Caught over the middle. It's Powell. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards. Get some postseason awards. Win an All-American. Just put up a day.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. got his man quickly. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He's got it. And that one did not work.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Let's it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. The 50. The 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bucks. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Memphis. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got it in the middle. It's Emmanuel. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. It's complete. At the 40, there he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
And this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Wide open downfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Little. He hurls one deep down the left side.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people...
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Quarterback will audible. They'll start this drive with a pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped after making the catch.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. After this, it'll be a wrap. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. After not really